Hello, everybody. Hi. It's Monday evening, and this is Merle's Pearls. Merle's Pearls is by me, Merle M. Singer, the relationship miracle worker. I have been married over 50 years to the same man, happily. At least I won't talk about year 20. That was a little tough. But other than that, it's been quite fine. So I must know something about relationships. Anyway, today I have a topic, and the topic is, do attractive people attract attractive partners? Or maybe even, do they require it? That's the question. And you know, I did some research, and I found out a lot of interesting things. But is there anybody on here? And if you are listening to this later on, by the way, I'd love to hear your comments, because I think that this is a topic that people have opinions about. Because we look at our partner and say, oh my gosh, I don't know, do I look like that? Or, oh boy, yeah, I look like that. So, and as a matter of fact, most of the research says, yes, as a matter of fact, attractive people attract attractive people. And so it's often that attractive people are married to attractive people. However, I have more research than what I found on Google. I have my own research. I remember the first time that I dated my husband. It's so interesting, because I came back from the date, and I called up my girlfriend, and I said, I want to tell you how he looked to me, what I thought of him physically, because I know that I'll never see him like that again. What I meant was that on the first date, I could be objective. And I also knew that this was somebody I was going to end up dating and having a relationship with. And you know, once you have a relationship with somebody, how looks change, or your perception of them changes. Just there's always this story about the little baby who says, where's my my mommy, and what she look like? Oh, she's beautiful. And then it turns out that she's beautiful to the baby, but not necessarily to anybody else. So perceptions change. And I remember the first time that I went out with him, I said, he reminded me of somebody, and it was an actor, and it was an actor that played a part called Paladin. Now, you realize I've been married over 50 years, so this is going back a little bit, but Paladin was like a cowboy, and Richard Boone, he was not good looking, but he was really masculine and attractive in that way. You know, some people have an aura, and that's how I saw him. So you just got me thinking a whole bunch of stuff in my head. And so, but the other interesting thing too is that he reminded me, what I think was also attractive was, he reminded me of every uncle that I ever had. He had that same look. And and we both do have heritage from the Crimea or whatever, the Russian Soviet Union. And so he reminded me of my uncles, and I loved my uncles, and so I had a warm feeling for him. And I don't think I'm the only one. I think it's nice, attractive people attract more. I'm not going to argue that, but I think that there's more to picking out a partner and someone that you find attractive than classic attractiveness. And I think it has to do with people in your life that you found comfort in, or connection in, or acceptance by. And that gives you a warm feeling, a sense of comfort that you want to have in a partner. So I don't think that although I agree with the research, what am I going to argue with research? That attractive people attract attractive people, that that's not the only thing that attractive people or the rest of us think about. It's not, what's attractive to you isn't always just the classic looks. It's what it brings to you. It's what the connections that it reminds you of. And so I think that's kind of important. And I had a couple other things. I talked about Richard Boone. The other thing I thought that was interesting was that attractive men are not as faithful as less attractive men. So there, girls, think about that. And by the way, that's not true of women. It's not true that attractive women are less faithful than less attractive women. So it's only true for the men. What do we think of that? On the other hand, another story I'll tell you about is a friend of my father's. Now, he was younger than my father, but he was maybe 10, 15 years older than me. And this guy, I thought was gorgeous. I thought he was a classically handsome, nice guy. And he went into the service, I guess it was World War II at the time. And he came back, and he came back with, you know how they come back with these brides. Well, he came back with a bride. I'm not sure. It's definitely European, maybe German. I don't really remember the country. But she was physically a hunchback, and I wouldn't say her face was gorgeous, and I wouldn't even say her personality was fabulous. I don't know why he married her, but he really seemed happy with her. And as long as I know about them, they stayed together, they had children, they had a happy life. I can't explain that. But so stuff goes on in people's minds that are unaccountable. Even though maybe on average this is how we behave, everybody doesn't behave that way. Which is why I think when people say, I have to wait till I get thinner, or I have to wait till I have more money, or I have to wait for this, that, or the other thing, I'm not sure that that's necessarily I don't want to say appropriate, a way that you need to go. I think a lot of times it's your partner. you find a partner that sees something in you that you don't even see in yourself. And that support gives you strength and courage and self-confidence to try more, do more, lose the weight, get taller. I don't know how you can get taller, but whatever. So I think that you need to consider just being who you are. That's what I found. Okay, so here's the other story I can tell you about. When I went to high school, I can't say that I thought I was gorgeous. And I probably was better looking than I realized. And so that was nice. But I didn't realize it, so what? But there was particularly one. I can't give her name because I don't know, she could still be hanging around. But there was this girl that looked like a mouse. I'm telling you, her face. I looked at her. I saw a mouse. So okay, she's Minnie Mouse. But she's had no idea that she was as unattractive as I thought she was. And so she acted like she was good looking. And people responded to her self-confidence. People responded to her attitude. People responded to how she presented herself. And she presented herself as a hot chick. And I'm one of these, oh, well, let's be honest with ourselves. I wouldn't pass myself off as that gorgeous. And I was way off base. That girl knew what she was doing. And I just wondered, well, how did her mother give her that kind of self-confidence without lying to her? And yet, I guess mommy just thought she was gorgeous too. So that's what I come across as, do attractive people attract attractive people? Oh, the other thing I read, because I did do some research, the other thing I read was that the attractiveness gets you in the door, so to speak, just like having a Harvard degree gets you in the door. But then you have to perform. Okay, people will give you a benefit of the doubt with Harvard and with good looks. But, you know, if you just mess up and you don't perform, people are going to be more angry because they're anticipating you're being successful and they feel like you're kind of cheating on them or not giving them what they anticipated from you. And so it doesn't replace good performance. And I had this conversation with Nathan and my husband, and he goes on about what he found attractive in me. Does he say good looks? No. He says I was authentic and real and honest and dependable, and that was attractive to him. It was the second marriage. His first marriage didn't go so well. So he was looking for somebody he could rely on. So if you're looking for a partner, be as attractive as you can be. I think it's important. It's important to me anyway to put forth a good foot forward, is how they say it, and to do your best and to be your best and to. I think it's a way of treating other people with respect. That it's like being neat and clean. It's presenting yourself in the most appropriate way that you can. But other than that, man, just be yourself. Other people will see you as you are, and I'm seeing everybody who's here. Hello, Baki. Hello, Lauren. Hello, AJ. That's kind of fun. And but that's all I have to say about it, because I've just finished talking about attractive people. Yes, they do attract attractive people, but that's not enough. And I think a lot of us are looking for other things than attractiveness, but something that reminds us of our past, that makes us feel comfortable. By the way, you know, I'm giving you this advice and everything, but I would like you to like my recording. I would like you to go to relationshipmiracleworker.com, and then you can do the link to get my book, Cracking the Relationship Code, or my other one, the Valentine Relationship book, and sign up there for a free gift. And also, if you want to talk for 15 minutes, sign up on my calendar. That's it. I remember relationshipmiracleworker.com. I don't know if I mentioned that you can go to my website, relationshipmiracleworker.com. I'm supposed to say this throughout the whole 10 minutes, and I just did it at the end. I'm sorry, but I love having you all here. And I will see you next week. If you have any comments to make them even after the recording. Ask me any questions, and I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody. Bye, Lynn.